one of the most loved actors in the world, is finally back on his feet following a scary couple of months. Back in May, Jamie was on set filming a scene for his new Netflix action comedy alongside Cameron Diaz called Back in Action, when suddenly, he collapsed and needed to be rushed to a nearby hospital. Since the first time being admitted to the ER, the internet has gone crazy, trying to figure out what is going on with this man. His family has decided to do the appropriate thing and keep the information they do have to themselves for the time being. But now that Jamie is out on the road to recovery, we are still trying to figure out what the heck happened to this guy. Well, it turns out there might be an answer to that. Welcome to Beyond the Screen. I'm Dana, and this is the dark secret exposed about Jamie Foxx's hospitalization. Before we get into the truth, let's talk about some of the insane theories that the internet cooked up while he was away. The first and foremost theory is that Jamie was being taken out by a rival for exposing the behind-the-scenes truth about some of their more interesting get-togethers. Over the years, Fox has been very close to one man, P. Diddy. Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, is a famous rapper and music producer with many of his albums like No Way Out and Forever being certified platinum time and time again. However, if you received an invite to Diddy's house, you were more than likely met with some rules, one of which is don't tell anyone what you've seen or done here. You see, it turns out that Diddy would regularly host, let's say, extravagant events at his home for those celebrities who needed to blow off some steam and who hadn't come to terms with who they really were on the inside yet. Fox was invited to attend said parties, but kept his word and stayed quiet. However, there's been speculation for years that the rapper's true orientation, as he was known to have a party lifestyle, but a very secretive one at that. All was calm for Diddy until a few months ago when Fox posted a video of himself seemingly confirming the rumors as true, and even describing a time when he tried to enter the home with a massive video camera and was refused entry by Diddy. Being outed by anyone is horrible, but having someone hospitalized in response may be a little too far. That's right, many reports suggest Diddy has a vendetta against Fox for spilling the beans and hired someone to send him a message. Diddy is a very wealthy man. Who knows how many people he has in his pockets ready to take an enemy out, and with money comes access. Access to things like untraceable toxins or big buff guys with crowbars. So is the rapper paying someone to take out the man that broke his cardinal rule of partying really out of the realm of possibility? That's just one theory. Another theory was presented by gossip columnist AJ Benza. He made the claim on the reality TV show Dr. Drew that Fox was forced to take a certain vaccine, which caused him to contract blood clots in his brain. Just for anybody who thinks that happened, it didn't happen. In fact, the claim caused even more nutcases to come out of the woodwork, claiming there was ample evidence to support the theory. Apparently, Jamie had received the jab just before filming started on the project. That's it. That's all the evidence they've got. Several conspiracies began to rise, claiming he was paralyzed or blind now, but as addressed in his video, that's far from the case. Jamie has addressed the main reason there was so much secrecy around his condition was thanks to the large amount of breathing tubes sticking out of his chest. While he didn't get into too many details, the tube comment, combined with the sudden collapse, is leading to many people thinking he may have suffered some kind of stroke on set. The unfortunate reality is our brains are extremely sensitive. Every part of us as human beings exists in this little dome of wrinkly goo we've got on the top of our bodies. There is a number of reasons someone may have a seizure that has been proven to be causes, not just theorized. With that in mind, it's not really crazy to think that Jamie may just be one of the millions of people who suffered like this in their lifetime. Up until the start of the shoot, Jamie seemed perfectly fine, but then again, the late and great Chadwick Boseman also seemed fine when he was playing Black Panther, but we now know that he was undergoing a difficult battle with cancer that unfortunately took his life in August of 2020. You can't see a lot of brain illnesses. Instead, they tend to be hidden underneath the surface of our skin. A lot of performers and members of the Hollywood community are probably suffering from a number of hidden illnesses that are really none of our business, but become public if they perish. While he may have partied a lot in his younger days, it wasn't nearly as bad as some of his fellow performers that have led relatively easy lives following their stunts with substances. Robert Downey Jr. inhaled every narcotic presented to them over the years, and he was still able to play Iron Man Spider-Man for 11 years without one single health scare. It was announced via his PR team a few weeks ago that he was being moved to a facility that specialized in treating stroke victims. While this isn't confirmation that he had a stroke, it highly suggests it, because I'm not sure what other things one would go there for. The ice cream, perhaps. While Jamie has still remained relatively quiet about his condition, he did give us a bit of information, by not giving us any. In his most recent update video, he lays to rest several of the rumors that were plaguing the internet, ranging in everything from him being blind or paralyzed to a shot giving him a stroke. But the one rumor he never actually addressed is the P. Diddy conspiracy. The most talked about and shared possibility on the internet. The one that so far has the most supporting evidence. Why he would not say, hey, just wanna say, Diddy didn't do it. Can we get that hashtag going? That's it. End of story. He just brushed past it and continues to be cryptic and moves on. Now, let's say Sean did have nothing to do with it, and let's say this was some kind of medical illness, undisclosed to the public. Now, that would mean that Mr. Fox is suffering from something much deeper in his bones. Let's do a little detective/doctor work. Let's consider the possibility that Jamie Foxx is in fact human, which we can surmise would mean that he can get sick. Exhibit A. When Jamie collapsed on set, this was without warning. Something inside has physically ceased to function. When he was brought to the hospital, he was unresponsive and cold. The only solid information we know is that this time, he was unconscious for 3 days before finally springing awake. Exhibit B. One of Jamie's friends, Mike Tyson, was on a podcast only a month after he first checked into the hospital. Now, these are the words of Mike Tyson, so I'm not sure if they should be taken literally or with a grain of salt. But according to him, he's heard through the grapevine that Jamie had a stroke. While that information was not confirmed, it was the general consensus. Left and right, celebrities saying stroke, 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 like they're Olympic swimmers. Exhibit C. A doctor that has treated Jamie in the past released a statement towards the end of April claiming to have some insight on his medical history. According to the doctor, Jamie suffers from high blood pressure, which can lead to blood clots forming in the brain and causing a stroke. The doctor went on to say that the situation was a long time coming. If they hadn't acted as fast as they did, the world may have lost Jamie Foxx. This confirms the most realistic theory the world has had. Jamie had a stroke that was more than likely caused from stress from the film Back in Action. The Back in Action film had suffered filming setbacks from the beginning. Not long after production began, the cameras started to roll. Fox had the project paused after he discovered a crew member was plotting to steal $50,000 from the actor's personal accounts. He reported this to the police, and the bosses of the shoot ultimately had the production halted to allow a full investigation to take place. The investigation led to a member of the staff being fired, as it was discovered they had been linked to multiple attempted scams on celebrities over the years. This wasn't the only crew member to be fired, as Fox reportedly snapped on set following the incident, firing several crew members that has been described as an all-out witch hunt. If that wasn't bad enough, the movie was being filmed in England, a notorious difficult place to shoot thanks to their ever-changing weather. Unfortunately, the revelations that Jamie has bad blood pressure means that he may have to start taking a break from the world of action comedies, a genre that he has not only been thriving in, but that he actually seems to work in a lot. Jamie was literally brought back into the world of Marvel in the third Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. He also has a deal with Netflix to be their breadwinner for the next few years. If Back in Action ends up being his last time in the genre, what else is he gonna star in? Which brings me to my final topic of the video. Now that you've gotten this far, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It means a lot when you actually watch and enjoy these videos. I know this is titled Dark Secret, so please don't be upset that he wasn't taken out by the Illuminati or something. Real life can be just as dark as make-believe. Now that Jamie is back on his feet and acting once again, we are curious to see what his first project will be after Back in Action. Will he be nominated for another Oscar? Will he be in a live-action SpongeBob movie? The possibilities are endless. Regardless of what he does next, we are very happy to see that Jamie is back back on his feet and ready to work. While he still won't confirm exactly what happened, at the end of the day, that is his business. And if he wanted to show us pictures of himself with tubes coming out of his chest, that would be kinda weird. That's all the information we have on Mr. Fox at the moment, but we will continue to share more news as it comes along. Thank you for stopping into Beyond the Screen today. Leave a like down below if you enjoy our content. It really helps out the channel and it's free. We will see you next time.